In the world of rock and roll, there's always been that controversy, hasn't there, about what you have, what you don't have, which side are you on, and it doesn't matter what decade that you're from, whether it be way back for, say, for somebody like Al Martino, or indeed moving faster forward to the Rolling Stones, or the Beatles, the Dave Clark Five. Moving forward again, you could have been Wham, could you not? Or you could have been Frankie Goes to Hollywood. There's always a battle about the world of pop music. And it's interesting, really, because when they're starting out, they're supposed to be, just like you and me. Many years ago, I worked in the pop industry, and a lot of the young girls that were very successful were the ones that dressed very much like their fans. A little bit like this Irish pop band, Bewitched. Their image in denim was very easy to replicate on a budget for parents. And then, of course, they lose their audience because suddenly they're dressing in Valentino and designer gowns. They never learn. But now there's a bigger problem over here in the United Kingdom for this particular rock star, one that I've known for many years myself. The ubiquitous, none other than the star of Oasis, singer-songwriter Noel Gallagher. Now, for many people, he really was the 90s Manchester. From Manchester, along with his brother Liam Gallagher, they created mega hits, sold out stadiums. Albums like What's the Story, Morning Glory. Noel himself and his brother then went on for a very public spat, separated and created their own bands, equally very successfully. But now Noel's in hot water, and I wanted to share this with you because I found this particular story quite amusing, in fact. This is because Noel, who's, let's be blunt, a multi-millionaire, made a lot of money through singing, songwriting, touring, and production, has now just been outed. No, not like that. He's been outed for living in the five-star deluxe Claridge's Hotel, and this has created an absolute bombshell. This is because, of course, Noel's having his flat renovated following the separation of his wife, Sarah, after quite a few years of marriage. And Noel, in a very sort of brief podcast, said, oh yeah, I'm now living in Claridge's, it's just great because it's literally, I can keep an eye on the builders. Well, you can imagine all of those dedicated fans that literally still thought he was the Manchester King. Well, there's now a problem, you see, because how relatable is Noel to his fans? Well, I would say very relatable, because bottom line is they know they made him rich, famous, and more importantly, very, very clever to carry on writing songs. They've paid to see him over a number of years, 25 years plus. So why wouldn't he be able to afford to live in Claridge's? The big debate over here is, are, of course, pop stars, once they become too rich, unrelatable and not connectable back to their fans? Personally, if you want my view, and I'm sure you don't, but personally, if you look at someone like Barbara Streisand, there is a woman who has sheer talent, climbed her way to the top, and became one of the most successful producers, songwriters, singers, and basically all-round musical icon in the world. Can you really say that she should sort of remain at the bottom where she started? Absolutely not. So is Noel right or wrong to actually reveal he was staying in one of the world's top class and most luxurious hotels while he gets his flat renovated? I know, debatable thought. Do let me know what you think to this particular story. It's a fun story, simply in the comments below. As I say, I've known him years, a super guy, great fun, down to earth. Let's be honest, if we all could afford it, would we all not truly be living in Claridge's, even just for a week, a night, whatever? Of course we would. Let me know in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.